Hello and welcome to Zero Gravity, and thank you for visiting with ITHENA. We're going to speak a little bit about how modern analytics with Incorta can help you transform your digital transformation initiatives, something that will accelerate your time to market with the lowest cost of ownership. Well, before we get into the actual content, we wanted to put a little bit of a prelude to what you're going to be seeing, which is the opportunity to modernize your analytics experience relies on a couple of different data points. One, the actual data and analytics that you're looking to deploy, the ability for you to bring data integration at the speed of light and enable that consistency and impact analysis throughout. And last but certainly not the least, the opportunity for you to provide a modern day experience for workflows, AI and ML, predictive intelligence in the otherwise mundane BI analytics and reporting applications. Well, regardless of the approach or the maturity, a lot of the customers and the priorities of the C-suite look at how I can bring in multitudes of data sets, whether it's ERP data set, whether it's IoT data set, whether it's big data that I don't get to see or control or initiate, but I must use. That's a big data. IoT data, if you're a product or an infrastructure or a company that has any kind of telemetry attached to your devices, you're probably doing this already, but what is the opportunity for you to bring that in a cohesive format that can be related with structured data about your customer, about the equipment, about the supplier, about billing, about service, etc. And can I bring all these three data sets together and provide one experience to whoever I'm looking to provide this data to? Well, what ITHENA has done to enable that end user journey of modern experience is really to bring the ability to fetch and integrate data from 90% to 10%. And the inability that application users have today to act, we want to improve and bring that to about 90%, if not more. So we should be spending a lot more time on doing something with it rather than just finding where it is. Strategy you pick for data discussion and discovery. How do you provide an ROI on the use case? What interfaces do you end up using for identifying what users ought to be doing? How do you provide efficient integration with third-party products? And how do you give a constructive feedback opportunity for business partners, both internal and external? And of course, to measure yourself on the success of data science or AI ML, visualization and the ease of bringing complex data science routines into business intelligence is really what is going to differentiate a modern application than those that require heavy scientists and workflow individuals to run certain things that cannot be consumed by end user application. So the ease of integration of data science components within the applications that's actually being used by the end users is incredibly, it's done differently. So visualization is incredibly important, knowing what the outcome is to be represented and who your audience is. So for example, the ability for you to identify in a phone bill or a utility bill, in this case, identifying the areas of utilities where you're spending the least or most compared to your average or your neighbors in your community. You can see that you want to be able to progress to the right, and maybe that's a method in which you identify with your consumer or business prospect to be able to give them this information as an analytic. And Incorta's platform has enabled us to do that. Here's an example. Taken a third-party application that requires intelligence from the Incorta platform that displays information integrated within this application, where you can see the active amount of charging stations that are either available for users to use or they're about to become available. And once you look at a particular charging station, you can click further down into details as to what mode is it in, what the status is, what type of power, and how many ports are open in that substation. Calling application that takes the feed from consistently bringing IoT data into the landing area within Incorta, does analysis of monthly or average input that's required on the far right here, and be able to provide that back to the calling application. And to make sure you all were able to see that and understand the opportunity for us to integrate Incorta seamlessly within the applications of choice. We'd love the opportunity to engage with you to identify how the One Data Direct platform with Incorta can help your journey on the business transformation path. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side.